This video is good through April 4th, 2010. Welcome to freetradingvideos.com. This is the weekend edition. Here we are. Markets ended on Thursday quite bullish. We have the Dow up 70 plus points, 0.7% increase, 0.75% on the S&P, and the Nasdaq hardly up at all. Wow, is that telling or what? Usually the Nasdaq leads the broad markets. I don't like to see that weak, or at least as a bull, I do not like to see it that weak. And 0.8% on the Russells, and the VIX hardly dropped at all. Actually, to confirm this, I would like to see this 3 times or more increase, but it's a 1-to-1, so not overly impressed with that drop. Here we are looking at the S&P daily. S&P daily, we have a high base. The part that broke out was this 1175. Very good to see that we did break through that, but we have the big 1180 now to contend with this high right there and this trend line, which would put us actually a little higher, about the 1185, 1186 mark. So we're gonna have to get past that and do it with some volume for me to really feel good about any sort of chance of a breakout. Alright, now I'm not overly impressed with the volume coming into this. Here we are looking at the MACD. We have a nice positive tick to the upside. That is bullish. And I like to look at, on the weekend edition, the weeklies. The weeklies, look at that, whole lot of nothing. Nothing. We popped up a little bit. We're staying below that trend line, but there was not a significant move. Why? If you look here on the MACD, we have a little tiny uptick, but look how tiny it's getting. If this thing rolls over, we're at this overextension area. If this rolls over and heads down, this would be a key area to see this drop, because we're getting wedgy. We're looking very pinched here. And on the S&P monthly, check this out. We did not get past this ginormous 1180 mark. You can see this. We hung up there, hung up here, hung up there. Come over here, support. We have a support area there, and we're at this as resistance, big time area on a monthly chart, gang. Wow, we almost have a tweezers top also. Wow. And if we just don't get past this, rounded out the month here, and that's where we're at, tweezer top. So next month could be damaging, and we could drop here, but I really wouldn't get all excited unless we could drop down here. Let's give you a number. I'd want to see a drop below 1165. It would have to be below 1165, a close of April below 1165 for me to really be thinking bearish. But boy, we're overextended. We have a bearish reversal here, and so that's where we stand in the markets, and that is Matador calling me. Now let's take a look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, nice high base, but we're not breaking out like we saw in the like we're seeing on the other indices. But nonetheless, it's a high base, went down, tagged the 20-day moving average, came right back up. So what's going to happen? Beats me. What we do know is we already have 2 negative ticks already on the MACD, but we had a lower histogram tick. So let's see how that thing plays out. But if we come in here and bring in the weekly Nasdaq, look at this. We have a doji. Doji is an indecision candle. That is a point that could be a reversal pattern. So what I would be looking for is a drop below 2383. A close below that could signal it. Look at this MACD histogram. This thing's ready to cross over right now, and a crossover could spell a pretty sizable drop to the downside. And now let's look at the monthly. We have the monthly. Look at this, dojied out right there at the trend line. It's just wow. That is indecision, but it's only going to be triggered if we make a lower low. So again, 2383. We need to get below that area to really signify any sort of significant drop. And look at this. On the bullish side, look how we're ticking down. We're not ticking negative yet, but we're one step away from ticking negative. So let's keep a close eye on what that MACD is going to do on the monthly, because whatever that monthly will do, so goes the week, and then so goes the day. So happy Easter to each and every one of you, and I wish all of you very safe trading.